It's time to minimize the window and enjoy the noise. You're listening to TigerTails Radio, Season 13. You're listening to TigerTails Radio, abusing our internet privileges since 2004.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. Why am I suddenly sounding so... Wow, it's my headphones, that's why. Like I say, got my headphones on wonky. But yes, I am TK, and today is another dress-up show, so... Dressing up, And on the sofa, we have a Xavier.
Yep.
And a Hedgie.
Hello, welcome to TigerTails Radio, where we're dressing flamboyantly to show off everything we've got here. Oh, darling, you look fantastic in this. As you can see, our resident MC has gone all Victorian, so of course I decided to go for something a bit more of the 1980s, don't you know? Oh, you little pudding there. Yeah.
And then Xavier's just Xavier. He's come dressed as a snooker player.
Is that why he was being quiet?
How do I react to Hedge? There are many ways.
Normally with violence.
The safest is to be quiet.
And apparently I've killed Biohazard. He said, lol, I'm eating a biscuit and it's going everywhere due to laugh.
Yeah, please don't choke.
Yeah, please
We
don't.
are not responsible.
I am undoing
Poor
all
Hedgie.
these buttons.
Yeah.
I think all you had to say was, we are not responsible.
The end.
Yeah.
We are not responsible. That's why we keep getting left in charge. It's weird.
So this is the first
Is it real? Is
episode of
everything,
February.
is everything a lot quieter than the sound test was?
No idea.
I don't know.
'Cause
You've
we
got headphones.
haven't got headphones on.
You're asking a question of people who can't answer.
Do we sound quiet to everyone at home? Or is it just me?
you're
Am I going
bio-
deaf from the old age?
Biohazard says you are clear here.
You're now asking a question to people who are watching on YouTube with the ability to turn the volume up.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, is it me? Am I just going deaf in my old age?
Let's just go yes,
Oh, yeah,
shall
that's
we?
a given, I suppose.
I can tell you something we certainly don't need to turn up. The style!
Oh boy. So yeah, this is the first show of the month. So we are dressing up, and it is episode 50.
Which
Yes.
means we'll be dressing up again in 2 shows' time.
Yeah, episode 50.
Because it'll be the final episode.
It will.
He's not updated. But the final episode in only a few weeks' time. Yes, so season 13 will be coming to a close for the hiatus, where we wonder where the fuck we're going to be able to put everything and how the fuck we're going to get new cables. You know, the usual.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, that's coming. That'll be coming along.
Yeah. We will
mate.
cross that bridge when it arrives in our field of view.
Indeed.
Yes, we've also got Valentine's Day rapidly staring us down
Yes.
the.
Which, thankfully, I don't have to do anything for.
There are so many comments, and then after that is early Easter.
Yes.
Okay, switching the camera.
Yes.
Soon.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
because
Oh my god!
it doesn't quite work with the headphones.
No, you look you look like a children's character as you bob your head around. Yeah, it's almost like a Weeble effect. I'm not.
Except Weebles don't fall down. This hat does.
Yeah, true.
It doesn't work too well with the headphones.
I thought with the Weeble effect, that every time everyone sees him, everyone goes badger, 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 badger.
There they go. Hello, Blood. Hello, food.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh, no, no, actually, Tales from the Blood wasn't Weeble, was it?
No, it wasn't.
No, that was rathergood.com. Joel Veach.
we're showing our internet age, or at least
are.
these two are.
And this is TK working out that, oh, yes, this person wasn't that. My dementia is kicking in.
Weeble was Weeble and Bob.
Yes, it was.
Dear God.
But anyway, attempting to steer back onto track. So, yeah.
That'll be a first for you
Yeah.
then, Hedge. So, how has our week's been? Let's start with my week. We haven't
Is
started
it
with
time
my
for a
week.
jingle then?
Go on then.
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
See, that sounds fun.
Hey, so work has been work flavoured over the past week, which is fairly standard. Although I will be going back into the office Thursdays, Fridays from this week, so that's now going to be a thing from this week. So yay! All good fun.
Whereas I go back into the office on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays.
Yeah, you've got 3 days, and they finally given you like Mondays, Fridays off. Which
Yes.
I'm sat there going, how fucking long did it take them?
It was
Jesus.
worth the wait.
Yes, true as well. You get a longish kind of, you get a faux weekend, long weekend.
Yeah.
Faux long weekend. So that's coming up next week. In terms of stuff outside of that, I've been poking my best mate who somehow managed to break his ankle. So I've been like going, I can send you pictures of the outside world. I can send you pictures of a working telly. He's in Southampton General, so Bless him. So yeah, I'm keeping in contact with him because Southampton have not yet relaxed the visiting rules.
Restrictions.
Yeah, visiting restrictions.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, you're in hospital. What should you do? Well, you're not going to see anybody, are you?
You cruel bastard.
Yeah.
I like.
Dear me. So we've had that happen. Weekend, not hugely busy. We did a little bit of shopping for a lot of stuff because Jules is regimenting the food. So we've had some very nice food on the prep.
Yes, we've all been put on a diet, so
We all fucking need it. And a good time.
Until I tried to put these trousers on, I would have said speak for yourself. But
It's when you buttoned up the jacket that should not be a tight fit, and I'm sat there going, yeah, that's a tight fit for a jacket.
it is now.
Yeah.
Never used to be.
No.
Mind you, I got this back in, 2014, 2013?
Yes. But you don't want to have to buy yet another one for your costume play. So yeah, maybe we need to start working less off the gut and more on the other areas of the body, legs and arms.
No, for me, I need the gut. I need to reduce the gut.
Yeah, less off the gut and put some on the legs and arms.
Then I still won't be able to fit into things, will I?
A little bit more, not all of it. So yeah,
But
so
I
Sunday
need
was
some
a chill.
stuff on the gut because I've got some trousers that are a 39,
Oh god.
which are really annoying because I couldn't get them in any sizes smaller at the time. And I'm only a 38, and these trousers are probably a 37.
The life of skinny bitches. So yeah, Sunday was a quiet one. Outside of that, Wednesday was Stream and Chill, which was good. I'm enjoying going through Monster Hunter Rise again.
Well, you forgot Tuesday was...
Tuesday,
Chinese New Year.
Chinese New Year happened on Tuesday, which
Yes.
which threw me because we jumped in here so that TK could play a Tiger game.
yes,
We watched TK play Tiger game. which was
Typhoon
quite
Wrath
fun.
of the Tiger.
Yes.
pretty much. Yeah.
For the Year of the Tiger.
Yes. Which was quite fun because we discussed our Chinese signs at various points throughout the video. So good fun.
Yeah.
And then on Friday it was What Remained of Edith Finch, a
Indeed.
walking simulator game, and we discussed whether or not that was game, whether or not that was an experience, whether or not that was art, and got
It was
some
all three.
dark sections. I
Yes.
wouldn't necessarily call it game. I would say it's more experience, but hey ho. So that was on Friday.
It was good.
It was good. And then on Sunday, I did release the last part of Sonic Adventure 2.
Yay!
Which I watched
Oh, Jesus Christ.
and head desked repeatedly.
You saw the fucking twitchy bullshit controls, right? You saw the, we're just going to fling you off the entire course because fuck you, right?
There's reasons, yeah.
Yeah, on that last fucking level. Oh my god. The only game where I've literally thrown the controller down at the end of the video and gone, fuck it, no.
Dreamcast, yes. Biohazard X, I believe it was the Dreamcast version.
Yeah, this was the PC port.
Oh, the PC
Fuck
port.
no.
Okay.
On Steam, yeah.
Yeah, on Steam. That's
Probably why the controls were twitchy. It was
Nope.
like,
Nope.
They are just as bad on the
Nope.
Dreamcast.
Those controls are bullshit, and that level is bullshit. So we shall move.
Having
swiftly
played
on.
both versions, I can confirm they are just as bad as each other.
It's like, hey, we're gonna go down a tunnel away from that enemy. Enemy hits you in the tunnel. How?
It clipped through the wall.
It clipped through the wall and a good couple of miles down. The wanker. Seriously, go watch the video. I get very angry. So yeah, that was on Sunday. Other than that, it's been bits and pieces of prep, putting stuff on wish lists, prepping for Valentine's Day because that's the thing that's coming around the corner soon.
Which reminds me, I'm going to be late home on Monday,
why?
having a Valentine's meal with Shades before the show.
Oh, okay.
I should be back in time for
Yes.
the show.
He's going to be late. So the show's going to be late. Just to let you know, next week we're going to be a late start.
Yeah.
Not going to be late. The meal starts at 5:45, so plenty of time to get back in time for the
Be a late start.
And it's in Southampton.
Dear me. Yeah, so that's coming in next week. I am not even going to try and go out or book anything this coming weekend. I'm gonna reserve just going out weekend after. A couple of reasons for that. I'm paid on the 15th, so
Hey.
The day
day
after
after
Valentine's
the
Day.
day after. Do you want to go out for a nice meal? Oh yeah, that'd be lovely. When? You know, after Valentine's.
You go, honey, I love you, which is why I'm getting the discounts.
It's like, hey, my birthday's before your payday. Are we gonna get anything? No. You might get a card. If I remember. So yeah, that's been my week. How is your week?
What are you doing next 14th, though, which is the March the 14th?
March the 14th?
Yeah, steak and a blowjob day.
Oh, God.
Hedgie, how was your week? I'm going to look this up whilst Hedgie does the week.
My week was good. This was actually the first week of holiday I'd actually booked off since getting the new job in May of last year. So it's like a week of just, you know what? I'm just basically going to laze around and do nothing. My buddy went, "Oh, excellent! Time to put some extra inches on your body." And it was like, "Oh, right, yeah, that's what happens." So yeah. This suit now fits perfectly, which is what it shouldn't do. It should be slightly loose.
You've grown into it. Yeah. You're a big boy now.
And I also attended my graduation on the 3rd, because the last time I got diagnosed with the coronavirus the day before the graduation.
So they had to postpone it for you.
Yeah, but it was like, well, I couldn't go. So so I got to go for the next year's one. So technically I graduated a year after I was supposed to.
You hijacked another group's graduation.
No, I didn't. I got offered the chance to go in there. I was like, yes, give it to me. So I did, yeah. So it was 2 days after my 44th birthday. So, you know, that was pretty good fun there as well. And got given a hot chocolate maker by my mother as a gift. Xavier saw that I received a couple of boxes of Haribo as a gift, and he was like, "What? You are a child. You get given friggin' baby sweets as a
high on sugar after Christmas. I thought you getting more would be the worst thing in the world.
Friggin' baby sweets for your thing." Is like, I asked for a set of knives, maybe something like that, something useful. I get the hot chocolate maker and go, "Look, you, Mr. Doubting Thomas, eat your words, feast upon them like they are the finest foie gras."
And try to ignore the fact that I have gone through 2 boxes of Haribo in the space of how many days, Hedgie?
Not that many.
Not that many.
I have gone through exactly 0 boxes of Haribo.
It's like, Jesus Christ. How much fucking sugar?
All of it.
Yeah, that's why currently we're sat there looking at our fucking suits, trousers and shirts going, do I need to buy a new motherfucking wardrobe?
The answer to this question for me is yes.
Yes.
But that's primarily because I bought the last wardrobe in 2004.
Yes, but you can't afford a new wardrobe, so losing weight is the next safest thing.
Yeah, it works. But yeah,
And I won't be able to fit into my leather.
It was and that's also I got given an assignment for I told one of my the apprenticeship I'm doing. I told my mentor there that I'm going to Toronto in June of this year. So you'll basically get an update from me the day before I leave and an update the day before I leave Canada. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, what are you planning on doing? Oh, hanging out, meeting people, doing a few things. Tell you what, we'll make an assignment about that. All right, what are we going to do the assignment on? On making the escape room for schools. This is related to me hanging out in Toronto. How? No reason, but it's related.
The Canadian perspective.
How?
It's good practice for, that customer research thing, especially for anyone who's thinking of expanding or doing new things, research, feedback, seeing what the quote-unquote competitors do. Granted, we're talking about Canada.
Yes.
Blame Canada.
But DH says, assume they weren't the sugar-free variety of Haribo, otherwise I thought you'd lost a lot of weight. Yes, those sugar-free gummy bears, my God, on Amazon, those things are like goddamn colonic irrigation. Don't buy those.
So that's Hedgie week.
Yes, that was my week.
How was TK's week?
My week hasn't been too bad, really. I've still been quite antisocial this week. Just like last week, really.
This week? This lifetime?
More so than usual.
Yeah, TK does occasionally come out of the room and has, done social activities and interacted. Over the previous week and the week before, he has spent most of his time in his room.
Yeah.
Asleep, because he comes home and falls asleep.
Not always.
Let me put a YouTube video on. I want to watch. Oh, that was a lovely video. Is it dinner time already? Let me get my pipe and slippers.
I would, but you won't let me.
You're not allowed the pipe indoors. Slippers, however, I think is kind of needed. 0 degree weather again. Fucking fun.
But yeah, no, it's been quite peaceful in for the long run. Had some time playing online with Shades, which was nice. Yes, I went and saw the lion dancing down at Southampton Central Station
Ooh.
Yeah,
for
you
Chinese
got
New Year.
little video of that, which was
Yeah.
quite interesting because it was the 2-man dragon dog, lion dog.
Dragon dog.
It's not a dog.
Lion dog.
I put a photo in the channel.
Yeah, and it was like this big, vast area that TK was filming in, and eventually, when it got close to the crowds, inevitably some twat decided to walk in front of him.
Yeah, always the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, basically the lion dance is a dance all about prosperity for the new year and things like that. And the lion is offered 2 things on the ground. One is some greens, like cabbage or something.
Yep.
And the second one is usually a red envelope or a scroll or something. And basically the lion takes the greens, which is like the symbol of vitality or something, and then just spits them out and roughs them and throws it everywhere.
Yeah.
And then it takes the envelope instead. And traditionally the envelope contains money, which is money
Yes.
to pay the dancers, or a scroll for luck. And this one was the scroll, and so it was the lion gave it to some woman to hold and go, look, scroll, look, nice, dancey.
yeah. It's really cool when you look into some of these traditions because I really like the history and the stuff behind it, especially with like the red envelope stuff in China because it's traditionally that's what you would gift generally. It's like here, money. Whereas over in the UK, it's like, I have no fucking clue what to buy you. Here, money.
Here, gift card.
Yeah.
Gift card for a service you don't use.
It's the same in Japan. It's like New Year's. The New Year's celebration is like, here, money.
Yeah, but it's better than the Christmas celebration, which was here's KFC.
Hey, don't knock it.
You say here's KFC. They actually do have a lot of chicken. I would be very interested to see what you two would be like eating their fried chicken. Not KFC. They have convenience stores.
Yes,
very
they do.
interesting to see what you guys would think of their fried chicken.
Is it
I
boneless?
have been into a Japanese convenience store.
Like combini.
I'm going to say, is it boneless and is it actually
Oh yeah,
chicken?
that some of it is actually chicken, and it is primarily boneless. Some of it even has a taste. Given the reviews I was watching for a certain podcast, it was a case of yes, it has a certain taste. Dear me.
As long as it doesn't taste nutty or fishy, it'd be fine.
No, thankfully they've got fish and nuts for that.
Anyway, where were we?
You
You've
were
thrown me
no
off now, talking
idea.
about food.
We moved away from the lion dance.
Oh yeah, we did
Yes.
land dance. Yeah, I managed to get the body paint off eventually. Yeah, if you haven't seen the photos from last week's show, either watch last week's show or
Yes.
if you're on Discord, just scroll up. There are photos.
Or both.
Yes.
Or both. Both.
Or
is-
both.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a conversation with Cat as well. There you go.
Yes, I
A
believe.
lot of scrolling.
Yes. Mr. Xavier was wearing lion ears,
Tiger ears.
tiger ears, and tiger paws, I think.
No, tiger shirt.
Tiger shirts, that's
we
right,
were
yes.
we were tiger themed.
Yes, yes, you were the tiger ears and the tiger shirt. TK was wearing body paint and a
tiger
dragon shirt, and I was wearing his tiger singlet
Yeah, so
Wrestling
go back
singlet
and
and
watch the
wrestling
video.
mask.
and wrestling mask. Yes,
Yeah, go back and watch the video. That's always going to be interesting.
It was tiger themed.
Yes.
tiger theme.
Tiger,
yes.
tiger.
Yeah.
Tiger. This week has been less tiger themed.
Well, obviously, we've done Chinese New Year.
Yes,
We've
we've
done
done
the
Chinese
day.
New Year. What New Year's coming up next?
Oh, you don't make me look shit up.
Oh God.
There's bound to be some other obscure New Year we haven't had yet.
Well, not within the next 3 weeks.
No,
That's good.
remember they change every year. So
Well, they don't change it. It's still an annual celebration, Hedge. It's
yes,
just different parts of the year, but only once per year. Otherwise, it wouldn't
I-
be so much of a New Year's thing.
Won't tell me.
oh
We've got the Queen's birthday coming up. We've had we've had her official Jubilee Day, haven't we? And now we're going to get the ceremonial
No.
one in a couple of weeks' time.
The next birthday. Rabbit is next year.
ah
Then
Oh,
Dragon.
I meant what's the kind of
Snake.
next New Year, as in what hasn't had a New Year yet?
I think in terms of calendars, these are the main ones. We've had all the main ones.
Because the Chinese New Year is the Lunar New Year,
yes,
and so I guess our one is the Sun New Year.
the Sun New Year. We just called it the New Year.
And next time we get a Daily Sport New Year, and then a Daily Express New Year, and all the other crap papers to get a New Year.
No, we just called it the New Year.
Yeah, I suppose.
That's what we call it. That's why it's New Year's Eve.
We get new moons every now and again.
Yes, we do. Every 28 days.
I wonder what's wrong with the old one.
Well, we've got Hindu holiday Mahashivratri on the 28th of February.
Well, there was Burns Night as well, which we missed.
That's January.
Yes, 25th of January is Burns Night.
And then March, Carnival, Shrove Tuesday, yeah. Easter suddenly comes around.
Oh, yeah, Easter.
Shrove Tuesday's in March this year, isn't it?
Yeah, Easter's early.
Shrove Tuesday's late because that's normally in February, and then Easter's early.
Yeah, we're potentially going to be seeing Pancake Day and chocolate all in the same. Well, no chocolate because fucking Pancake Day. We'll try and do Pancake Day. I would like to do Pancake Day because every time we get anything for Pancake Day, you know what happens?
We have pancakes.
We forget. It's like everyone gets back from work and it's like, sit down, have food. Oh yes, Pancake Day. No, I'm fucking tired.
And then Hedge just comes up with this vat of pre-made pancake batter from some god-awful shop somewhere.
No, from some shopping trip in the last 20 years. That's where it comes from. It's like, I got this when.
Let's not talk about when.
Yeah. It doesn't matter where, it's when is the important one.
Yes, it says best before, not used by. There's a big difference.
Yeah, neither is nice. I think we've waffled quite successfully. We're very close to the top of the hour.
We are very close to the top of the hour.
So we make sure TK is prepped.
I am
prepped.
prepped. I haven't signed into the
I know,
game
I
yet
can
because
see
it's-
him. He's
hasn't been close enough.
wrestling with the controller.
I'm not. It's been sat on my desk for the last 20 minutes because I got into the game quite early. But now I can press the button and actually start as a Jackbox game.
And we can do a jingle?
Do
Do we have a jingle for Jackbox? I think we have a jingle.
Well, you do have. We have 2 jingles for Jackbox.
Pick a jingle.
Well, I'm going to play the appropriate jingle.
Didn't even know we had an appropriate jingle.
Yes. Because we have
So
one
what's the-
specifically for Quiplash,
Ah.
and then we have this one.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
Yeah, we have that jingle.
Nothing
says.
happened though.
No, that's because I'm just making sure it worked.
Hey!
It's Blather Round, as promised last
Lather
week.
round.
Oh god, I'm glad you remembered because I didn't. Puce. So if you want to join us for the Jackbox game Blather Round,
There are 2 spots left, 1 spot left.
Point- oh,
Although
shit,
no
you should've
spots if
told
Hedgie
me.
takes it.
Jesus, should have told me I wouldn't have gone
But if
in.
Hedgie holds fire,
Damn
Too
it.
late.
he's in. We have an audience.
Hey!
I'll whatever the game is, I'll drop out next round.
You probably
So-
won't need to. It'll probably support more players.
Okay.
This one just supports a lesser number than usual.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you want to join in the audience and heckle, just heckle, feel free. Boom.
We're 2
Welcome
minutes
to
early.
Blather Round,
Ooh.
the game where you have a fabulous time struggling to communicate. You're going to present a secret prompt.
To be
Live,
honest, I thought we were going to take a little bit longer
You'll
leading
describe it
into
to everyone
the
else
Jackbox
in
we normally
sentences
do.
like this one. Now, you can change some of these words, but your options are very limited. Everyone else will be guessing, while you make more elaborate sentences. Oh, it's a lot like Free Willy 2. Moby Dick! Be fast to win big. And teamwork is rewarded, so talk out loud and work together.
Yeah, seriously, plenty
Let's begin.
of guesses, plenty of prompts.
Round 1, coming right up.
The more guesses, the better.
And this is where we now struggle in order to think,
Prompts.
how the fuck do
Player.
I...
Player,
Jesus
prompts.
fucking Christ.
Choose
Okay.
your favorite.
Yeah, none of those.
There we go.
FYI, the harder prompts are worth more
You
points.
can refresh once and then cry, like
Yes.
TK is doing.
Yes! Because they were shit before, but they're worse now!
This happens. Take one.
Got one.
There we
Now
go.
you're going to craft a sentence
Easy as
that
a lie.
describes
I've
your
never
prompt.
seen easy be easy.
On your device, you'll see 2 word column. Tap all the words you want to include in your sentence, and then tap Submit when you're finished. Oh, and you can choose more than 1 word in each column if you want to get creative.
Well, if you get mine from that first guess, congratulations, you're a bleeding mind reader.
Ooh. Mr. Xavier and DH are still thinking.
Time is ticking.
No, just DH is
hurry,
thinking.
hurry.
Don't forget about YouTube, like DH.
Hey, he's in.
We're not too bad
Let's
on the
start
YouTube
with
at the moment.
you. The category
Oh,
is
it's a person.
It's not a person.
It's not a person.
They're a deceased creature.
They're a deceased
Oh.
creature.
A deceased
Use your
creature.
device to submit your guesses.
So why-
That means everyone in
okay.
the audience too.
So it's a
While
not a
you
person.
guess,
Deceased creature.
King Kong.
They are renowned for the sport.
all the cool words were invited to that
So it's a
sentence.
mascot.
Monster.
Or
So it's a mascot.
possibly.
He's so record breaking.
I would like to preface that with I think.
Roy Castle.
Yeah.
Roadrunner.
Record breaking.
They're nothing like King Kong, Tony Tiger, and Roadrunner.
Roadrunner.
They're nothing
Okay.
like King Kong,
they're not
Tony
animals.
Tiger, and Roadrunner.
When the
Well, they're not
presenter
mass-
uses
well, they're
your
not
guess in a sentence, you
cartoon
get points for being helpful.
Thing
King Kong is not a cartoon.
renowned for the walk. Known for the gluey mammal
Known for the
stud.
gluey mammal
Mammal
stud.
I want to marry that sentence. but
Olympic
no
mascots.
kids.
Red Rum.
Mammal stud.
I don't know many, TK. Fuck you.
So
Kinda
it's a
similar
race
to Red
horse.
It's a
Rum.
fucking horse.
Horse.
Seabiscuit.
Renowned for the race
And they
speed.
are
They're a
renowned
really
for the race
fast
speed.
racehorse.
Really fast racehorse. Oh god.
The fuck knows.
Think of any.
You haven't got long left.
No.
Champion.
Thought it was Champion the Wonder Horse.
You're getting on the right lines.
Yeah.
Disney one.
Beef-hearted.
Black Beauty.
Oil beef-hooked.
Black Beauty.
God. Kind of similar to.
They're
okay, I
kind
can't
of
think
similar to
another-
Champion.
What's the
Another-
fucking Disney
Time is ticking.
horse?
Hurry,
I don't
hurry.
know.
Who is Bowstar Horseman's hero?
I don't know.
Bojack.
I don't know.
Ooh,
I
a
don't
rough
watch that
start
show.
to the game. Nobody got it right.
Secretariat.
If you saw the answer and thought, "Oh, that makes sense," then hit my
I
dad
just
on your
don't know horse
device.
names.
Did you like my gluey animal stuff?
Yes, that got it. That immediately put me on the right train.
Mr. Xavier, let's
You're
see if
guessing
he
a
can.
person.
see
Ooh,
if he can
tricky. It
do a
could
bit
be
better.
anyone.
It's another person.
They're a
They're
teeny
a
weeny
teeny
shiny person.
weeny
They're a
shiny
teeny
person
weeny shiny
thing.
person thing.
Here we go.
Deproy.
Robot. Dwarf. They are known for the magic.
Paul Daniels.
Elf.
Teeny weeny shiny
Frodo.
person thing. known
Dummy.
for the magic.
Warwick Davis.
Harry Potter.
No rush. Other than the
Kind of similar to Elf and Harry
They're
Potter.
kinda similar to Elf
Okay,
and
so
Harry
magical,
Potter.
2.
small,
Opalupa.
magical person.
Seppo.
Um,
Willy Wonka.
okay, so magical,
Ah, wrong window. There we go.
magical.
She's so delicate.
She's so delicate.
why that
Oh,
sentence
God,
could fit in the palm of my hand.
Yes!
There we go.
Holy smokes! You did it.
Yay!
Points.
Oof.
That
wasn't
was
too
great.
bad.
If you
Teeny
contributed
weeny
a guess
shiny
that got
person.
you,
Yes, teeny
Yeah,
weeny
something
shiny.
you
That's the
agree, yes.
thing.
Yes. It's my turn.
And if
The
you say that
category
you don't
is
believe in
thing.
fairies, a drag axe falls down and collapses.
It's a cruel patch.
The Cruel Patch.
time to begin.
Wig.
Xavier's bald spot.
Ah,
Punishment.
TK.
It is made of the Mother Nature.
Swamp. Cabbage. Dessert.
It has the same vibe as punishment.
Made of Mother Nature cruel. Same vibe
Cabbage
as
Patch
punishment.
Kids.
Shrek.
It's kinda similar to cabbage.
Ha!
It inflames the skin.
Brussels sprouts. Farting.
Rhubarb.
Nettles.
Yay! Poison ivy.
It was one of two.
Yeah.
I am not known for my botany, but fuck poison ivy.
I'm over the moon.
Right, royal fuck poison ivy.
The category is
It's
person.
another person.
Perfect.
It's
I
annoying
happen to
that
be a
shit
person
exists
myself.
in England as well.
Yes. Fuzzy
They're a fuzzy animal.
Let's do this.
Picky. Hedgy.
Fozzie Bear.
Littlest hobo.
Mascot.
Fuzzy animal.
Lassie. Doge.
They're in a movie about the
They-
singing. Go! Whoa!
That was fast. I am thrilled.
Wow! Nice one, Charleston. Props to you.
Amazing phrasing.
DH is
The
good.
category
Yes.
is
More
things.
things.
Yay, things.
More things.
Ooh.
It's a good, cruel, angry
It's a
machine.
good, cruel, angry machine.
Good, cruel, angry
Let's get the
machine.
presentation started.
A machine.
Iron Giant.
Bertha.
Meat grinder. Computer.
Vision.
Ultron. Calculator. Facebook.
Facebook.
Face.
Thanos. Twitter.
Little engine that could.
Good, cruel,
Social
angry
media.
machine. Social media. Ooh.
Feeling stuck? You can always hit skip to get a new sentence with fresh words.
Favor the
Yes,
engine.
come on, DH, put more things in. It features
It
the
features the
form.
form.
Mortgage.
Cloud Strife.
Porch hay.
It's kinda similar to computer.
Mac.
Obvious penis joke.
Kind of similar to computer.
Farm job.
Angry machine.
Talk about hostile.
A mini sentence for maximum impact.
MCP.
Alarm clock. Hal.
Alarm clock. Hostile.
Alarm clock. Hal 3000.
It's
Coffee
the video
machine.
game version of Cloud
It's the
Strife.
video game version of Cloud Strife.
Oh.
Ah!
Time is ticking.
Huh?
It simulates the fist.
Tetris.
One Punch Man.
Host of.
Oh! Woof.
I was close to Tekken. I just had one more dimension.
This is really special. Let's savor the moment. That's enough.
Video game version of Cloud Strife.
Cruel, angry machine. Oh yeah, I can see where the
Okay,
references
it's
are
finally
going there
your
now.
turn. The category is story.
Of course.
Story. A sweet, nice
Story about
individual
a
creature.
sweet,
It's a story about a sweet, nice individual creature.
Here we go again.
Bolt.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Sweet, nice individual creature.
And a small youthful prize creature.
Fuck.
Creature.
101 Dalmatians.
Whoa!
Web.
I'm jealous of how good that was.
Yes. Good grief.
I was like, listen, reading through that. I like how it's a
Let's see
sweet,
how the
nice
score
individual
shook out.
creature. So, spider.
In my opinion,
Interesting that I
you all
went for
did
Babe
perfect.
and we both went for
But of course, the
stories
scores
with
don't
pigs
reflect
in
that.
them.
Do.
Oh, points
Round
back. Oh, I'm in the
two.
lead.
Yes.
This won't last.
So points are double.
First fucking round. Oh, wow, TK. Oh,
50 whole points.
Wow, TK.
Wow.
By now, you're practically an expert at picking prompts.
No.
I didn't know any of those
we're
three,
not.
so
Pick the prompt that seems like the most fun. or the one that seems the least scary.
I'll go with that one. Wow, I've got 6 words. I have no idea what they are.
Write a sentence to describe your new prompt. If you really want to fine-tune, tap individual words in your sentence and change them.
Just waiting for Charleston and DH now.
15 on the clock, which means it'll be about 10 in real time.
No, YouTube lag is not that bad.
DH is in. Just waiting for Charleston.
4, 3, 2.
Got it. Charleston's in.
That always does it.
You're
DH
going
is
next.
left.
Lying. Yeah, lying always does
The
it.
category is
Pipan.
person.
Oh,
Another
Pipan.
person.
Fictional form.
They're a fictional form.
Off you go.
God.
Iron Man.
Hedgie's common sense.
Peter Pan. Tron. DK.
He's just upset that he's losing. They are known for
They
the
are known
movie.
for the movie.
Okay.
Batman.
Transformers.
Homer Simpson.
Thanos.
Superman. Terminator.
Fictional form known for the movie.
Shrek.
Iron Man.
I'm sure you'll pick the right word. Eventually.
Tom Jones.
He's not a fictional form.
It's not unusual.
Yo-Yo.
Iron Man, Transformers.
They're kind of similar to
Terminator.
Iron Man, Transformers, and Terminator.
Okay.
Aerobot.
So,
Iron Giant.
Baymax.
Steve.
Gobots.
Tron.
He's so shiny. Oh,
futuristic.
He's so shiny, futuristic.
Now that's a sentence.
no.
Astro Boy.
Silver Surfer.
Millennial Man.
Captain America. Bender.
Bicentennial Man.
Shiny futuristic.
Time is running out. Time to take some big swings.
Johnny Five.
Magneto.
Similar Iron Man Transformers.
$64,000 man.
Shiny
The
futuristic.
presenter needs to do some.
Same vibe as Iron Man.
They have the
So
same
it's Sue.
vibe as Iron Man.
Tin Man.
Knight Rider.
Ultron.
This is going to be annoying because I'm going to
Almost
recognise
over.
it when the answer comes up. No.
Durable metal.
Known
Oh!
for the durable metal.
Too late.
Fuck! God damn it! If it is that, no.
Oh.
No, it wasn't what I was thinking.
The good
Fictional
news
form known
is
for the movie.
success will never change you.
Yeah.
That was a tough one. Story.
Category is
Story.
story.
Story time.
Okay.
About a wonderful journey.
Journey
It's a story
dilemma.
about a wonderful journey dilemma.
And we're off.
Homeward Bound.
The Incredible Journey.
Bold.
Journey. Dreams,
The
please.
scary disaster.
And a scary disaster. The Rings. Lord of the Rings.
Titanic.
1,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
2011.
Oh, we've done Titanic. Okay.
Yeah.
A wonderful journey dilemma and a scary disaster. Cincada.
Charlie and the
Cinnamon
Chocolate
Rings.
Factory.
It's kind of similar to Lord of the
Ah.
Rings.
So another fantasy movie
Lord of the Flies.
with a wonderful journey and a scary disaster.
Oh, God. Oh, an optimistic
Swamp. An
forest.
optimistic forest.
Harry
That
Potter and the
sentence
Too
is
Many
full
Films.
of
Fern Gully.
syntax.
No, not Fern Gully.
Never-ending story.
Optimistic forest.
Harry Potter.
Return to Oz.
Optimistic forest.
Wizard of Oz.
Done wizard.
Forrest Gump.
Kind
Spider.
of similar to Harry Potter. Okay,
It's
so
kind of
magic.
similar to Harry Potter.
Oh, God. Forest.
Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson.
God.
Rats of Neem.
The Worst Twitch.
Yeah, we don't. Oh
Time
shit!
is running out. Submit more guesses.
Fantastic beasts and where to find them.
Road to El Dorado. The hero runs away from the success.
Where the
Where the wild things are.
Doesn't
Only a
narrow
few
it down.
seconds left.
Here runs away from the success.
Evangelion.
The witches.
Screw this game. I'm gonna recognise this as well. Oh,
Jumanji.
fuck yeah.
Jumanji, oh my god.
You'll
I
get him
wouldn't
next
call it
time,
an optimistic
Tiger. And if you
forest.
don't, you'll cease to be my
I would
tiger.
call that a fucking lethal death trap. Damn, but they're putting out the references for old fucking shows
The category is person. Some of my favorite
now.
people are
Robocop and
person.
Jumanji. What the fuck did I do? They're a good, big, fictional being. Okay.
They're a
Good
good
big
big fictional being.
Off you go.
Iron Giant.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
The Iron Giant. They are famous for the
Warrior
warrior sun.
Whoa!
Yeah.
We must have a psychic on our hands.
No, I just had some very good fucking prompts that round.
And a good time was had by all.
This makes up for all the shitty
And
prompts.
after
I've
he
had
woke
in
up
this
drunk in
one.
his hotel room one night, he
Category
realised
is
he had a
story.
Thoranus.
Oh god. TK's go. It's
It's
a
a
story.
story about a young.
It's a story about a young human story.
Here we
Young
go.
human story. Okay. There you go.
Never ending story.
Incredible
And an incredible character.
Story of wildlife. Fantastic Mr. Fox.
It's nothing like Jungle Book, a never-ending story.
Okay.
A young human story. Oh, this is. It's like thinking of young human characters. That's the thing.
Between a rock and a hard place. Harry Potter.
Charlie and the Chocolate
I
Factory.
think Harry Potter's had the
We've got a
most references
perfectionist on
in
our
this
hands.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
thing. Meh, young human story, incredible character.
One,
Transcendent.
a transcendent being.
Okay,
You have
so
a way with
ghost.
words.
The Bible.
Transcendent being, ghost.
You know what they say.
Different genre than Charlie and the
Casper.
Chocolate Factory, Harry Potter and Jack and the Beanstalk.
It's a different
So-
genre than Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Harry Potter, and Jack and the Beanstalk.
Starman.
It.
The
Incredible Journey.
The hero enters a state of the mysticism.
Okay.
Wizard of Oz.
Et.
Doctor Strange.
The timer stops for no one. Get those guesses in.
Transcendent mysticism, incredible character, young human story.
It just didn't give me anything that helps there.
But it's not like a kiddie thing.
Willow.
Just think anime, that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Anime? Oh, that's not going to help me.
Lord of the Rings.
It was mentioned previously in
Almost
another
over.
guessing
Keep
session.
guessing.
Star Trek.
Era. Demon Slayer.
Evangelion. Time's up. Let's see. What do you get?
Avatar.
Really? Somebody else mentioned Avatar?
Young human.
I wouldn't
yes.
say y'all nailed
Incredible
that,
character.
but
He's a
life
transcendent
is about
being. Enters states of mysticism.
Charleston.
The category is a story.
Yeah, I can see where you'd have been struggling though. It's not an easy story to. Not ancient.
Not-
person.
It's a story about a
person
not
entity.
ancient person entity.
Here we go.
So, current person being.
Iron Man.
So someone who's young.
Story. Story.
And a creepy protagonist.
And a creepy protagonist
dying.
dying.
The Iron Lady.
Casper.
Never-ending story.
Creepy protagonist
Soft.
dying.
Poltergeist.
Rosebud.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Okay.
Oh, horrifying
A
child.
horrifying child.
That Terry Pratchett documentary.
Alice Iron.
Oh, that's harsh, TK.
It's kinda similar to
Kind of
Poltergeist.
similar to Poltergeist, but
That
not
sentence is a
Omen.
three-course meal.
The Shining.
But the creepy protagonist dies.
Halloween. The hero is known for the communication.
God. Horrifying child. Who's
Casper.
a horrifying child?
cream.
What I wouldn't. Some of the ones.
Well, we've done Omen,
I
we've
know what-
done thing. Yeah, it has the same vibe,
Vibe
as
as The Shining.
It has the
Okay,
same vibe as The Shining. Resident Evil.
TV.
Oh, time
What
is
was the
ticking.
film that had Tubular
Hurry.
Bells as its music?
The
Domi
Exorcist.
Knockers.
Put that in.
Eventually,
No.
there's a horrifying psychology.
Got it!
Success.
Yes. Woo! Oh,
That was a rough one.
Yes.
Congratulations. That would have been better if the prompt was about dragons.
woo!
One more presentation left.
Ting.
The category is thing.
Yeah.
You do the ting. It's a captivating,
It's a captivating happy sheet.
And so
The jokes.
Instant get.
if there were a Blather Round Hall of Fame, you'd be in it.
The fact that that's even a thing in this, and those were the prompts.
Here's
Captivating
the
happy
part
sheet.
competitive people do. The scoreboard.
Sorry, online people.
The person who won the
Oh, that's
whole
rough,
game
though.
is...
Look at that, TK. All those points you got from the last time.
Look at you. Thanks for playing.
Oh, I was.
Now it's time for my dinner. A packet of flour tortillas and a glass of milk.
Ew. Right.
Yeah, grim.
I think that's that for that one then. So we're likely to play a different game.
Yes. One with
Do you
more
want
people.
some? Do you want some quip lashing? Normal quip lashing?
We can do some quip lashing. Do people want quip lashing? Lashings and lashings of quips. Oh, piss.
1, 2, or 3. Either.
Exit. Thank you.
Yeah, been a while since we did Blather Round. I hadn't realised it was that few prompts, but it's a nice one because it makes you think. But not as bad as that rapping one where you have to think of actual fucking
I liked the
lyrics.
rapping one.
It's fun, but not late on a Monday.
Most people were able to get along with it just fine. It was just you.
Uh-huh. Disconnect. Right, let's give everyone a chance to get in the room this time before we all jump in.
No, you should be
Aside
fine
from
this time.
TK. Okay.
We had no audience, so I think we've just got the 6.
Okay.
Hey.
There we go. I can put the thing. Oh, actually, we have a jingle for this.
Oh
Ooh.
god, he's got a jingle.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
I will, however, give everyone an opportunity to jump in, like I said.
BQOD.
That's it. Just talk over the room code. I'll play it again.
The room code is BQOD.
B-quad. Kind of like P-quad with B. Bio and Charleston are in. DH is in. Do we have any more watchers? Well, we're going to have time. Bio's doing a
Yeah, I'll
quick
just
drink.
say both sides getting a quick drink. So we're gonna...
If you're already in, grab yourself a quick drink. If you're in the studio.
Hello, Wally Brain. Is that you, Hedge?
Nope.
DH apparently is pointing to the fact that Bio
Getting
has
a
to
drink.
quick drink.
Everyone's getting a drink.
Everybody get a drink. This is where the kitchens are like a couple of miles away, aren't they?
Yeah.
And we're kind of alright. It's like literally outdoor kitchen. Or even if you go outdoors, it's outdoors to outdoors to outdoor. Well, to indoor, and then kitchen. Although the doors are locked, so that's a bit harder to get through. That said, during the summer, I'm fully expecting to open that goddamn door, because holy shit, this room in the summer.
Yeah, listen, all the background noise. Why not?
Yes, it's like, hey, background noise, or you die of dehydration. So during the winter, I'm not fussed about this room being hot. During the summer, it's like, no. It's like 30-degree days. It's like, hey, have a 30-degree day. And I'm like, no.
Biohazard is back.
Hey.
No sign from DH that he's back yet. We shall wait.
So.
Yes, he jumped in, but then he pointed to me getting a drink.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, we didn't go.
Oh, you didn't go. Okay, you were just pointing. To
So
the
he's
drink.
back.
Fine. Right. Okay.
I very nearly pressed the button then.
Oh.
And a cupcake.
Ah, so we have one hole left.
Yes.
As per usual.
Does anybody want to enter that last hole?
As per usual.
Right at the bottom. You can just slide your way in.
When I say innuendo, just blatant sexual.
Connotations.
I don't even think it's a connotation anymore. It's like we're taking the show and going
Just in
sexual
the YouTube
events.
comments were like, what? One prompt? Yes. Yes. Hedgie managed to describe bubble wrap perfectly. Right, I think that's everyone, so I'm going to start the game. Quiplash.
Welcome to Quiplash 3. Quips Reloaded. Schmitty here, and you're there, so that means you all found the secret map. Great. And if you didn't make it in the game, don't pout about it. Jump in the audience and get your revenge.
Yeah.
I mean, vote.
Yeah.
Both. Both works.
Let's kick it off with round 1. You're about to see a couple of different prompts on your device. Enter your best response for each, then go head-to-head against another player's best stuff. Oh, and everyone else gets to vote on their favorite.
Yay.
You're going to get points based on the percentage of votes you get, so don't hold back.
Hey. Round 1, where the points don't matter, and we're now gonna not talk.
Ooh.
I'm in.
Hey, we are in. Yep, so everybody be aware, you are not in before TK. TK is in. The person who writes small novels is in. So we just have
Just Charleston and Hedgie. Just Hedgie. 20, 19, 18, 17,
None at all.
16.
I'm in.
Oh, I am so ready for this next.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he does get cut off
He
sometimes.
gets cut off a
How
lot.
about we start with what social distancing is called on Antarctica?
Wow, they both.
Okay.
What social distancing is called on Antarctica?
It's choosing time.
Pingu or Frosty Greetings? Which sounds like a safety quip.
Yeah, both of them do.
Like
Oh,
a
no, it wasn't.
usual day.
It wasn't a safety quip, but it won.
A usual day.
Next one up.
Tuesday.
The best response to I know you are, but what am I?
The best response to I know you are, but what am I is
Here's
a
the fun
loser.
part.
People don't
Pick
want to
your
hurt your
favorite
fifis
quip.
or ugly.
Yeah, but then they just say, I know you are, but what am I? This is why my best response is a punch in the fucking face. It's like, how do you reply with words to that one?
And a loser. People don't want to hurt your fifis. Wins.
Let's keep it going. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, blank. All right, choose your
Xavier.
favorite.
So, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. And your name must be Boris, and get cancelled on Twitter.
Boris with 2 R's.
Yes, that famous Russian Boris.
Boris.
You know, the one from the Monster Mash.
Oh, and a quick flash.
Wow. Yep, getting cancelled is the in thing.
Not that it matters, because
And here we have... That horror movie was so scary until the killer turned out to be blank.
Edgy.
Decisions. Choose your favorite.
So, the horror movie was so scary until the killer turned out to be either a pet rock or a wet fish.
You know, I've seen a horror movie where the killer is a tyre, so a pet rock isn't too far off.
And a pet rock wins.
All right, check this out. A group of tax attorneys is called blank.
Well, there's the answer to this one.
A group of tax attorneys is called
Time
a
to pick
salary
the
of
one you like
arseholes
best.
or a horror.
It's actually called a bastard. It's the bastard of tax attorneys.
If that's true, and a salary of arseholes wins it.
No, but you're now looking it up, aren't you?
No.
Okay, what's next? First, the cat gets your tongue, then it gets your blank.
So first the cat gets your tongue, then it gets your milk.
Okay, choose your favorite.
So somebody else going for
Cat
Cat
Chinese.
Satan. Yeah.
Hey, like you ever seen cats trying to be bathed? It literally is the only.
Next on the docket, the scariest thing that could pop out of your birthday
So
cake.
do we have a jinx? No!
Oh!
So is it all one
somebody-
word or is it all is it with a space?
God damn it!
The significant space.
The creature is it's just a single word.
Abstain from voting.
Xavier, vote on his laptop for him.
You already voted.
It's outer space.
Good God, typical. The two staff members get that one.
Wow.
Well, I'll
God.
never forget you
I
round
think
one,
this game
but
knows
now
us
it's
by
time
now.
to look at the score.
That has officiated the spelling. It is spelled without the space.
Well, there's Hedgesaurus and then there's naked Hedgesaurus.
Oh God.
Don't worry, it's only the power thing.
Only the power thing. He said.
Round two
Burning
has
house down.
arrived. The points are doubled, but so are the expectations.
Double points, double points.
Points matter now.
Yay.
Let's see.
I'm in. Just waiting for Wally Brain, Hedge, and Xavier. Hedge is in. Wally Brain and Xavier. Wally Brain's in.
Just waiting for Wally Brain Hedge. Hey!
17, 16, 15.
You're
14,
running out of time.
13,
Don't be afraid to use a
12,
safety
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Oh!
Character
No
limit
turning
wasn't long
back
enough.
now.
Oh, now who's writing novels?
I did
Let's
once.
get the party started with the last thing an art museum security guard wants to find at night.
So, the last thing an art museum security guard wants to find at night
Okay,
is
choose away.
somebody ate all the frames or a mannequin giving him bedroom eyes.
The last thing.
And the same
Somebody all the frames.
Moving right along. You know your dog is basic as when.
So you know your dog is basic because when
All right, people,
his
it's
kibble
voting
has to be
time.
spelt with an umlaut, or it's a cushion with eyes and ears drawn on.
I fear we're very old because I'm not entirely sure if everyone gets the basic reference.
And it's a cushion with eyes and ears drawn on.
I had to give my vote to the umlaut.
Next up, oddly enough, the winning project of the World Science Fair is blank.
Freaking me.
Okay, so oddly enough, the
Now it
winning
gets real.
project of the
Pick
World
your
Science
favorite.
Fair is the world's gooeyest goo, or how to get infinite energy from custard.
Bird's Eye is now the world's supplier of energy.
That's a scary thought.
Not scary enough as the world's gooeyest goo, though.
Well, that's what won it.
Let's see the next one. What is the worst message you could leave on your therapist's voicemail?
So, what's the worst message you could leave on your therapist's voicemail?
Okay, everybody, pick your
I'm
favorite
thinking
quip.
of you naked. Or, remember where you left your lobotomy kit?
Why is a therapist doing a lobotomy?
No idea.
That could be why it's the worst message.
Yeah. And I'm thinking of you naked wins 60%.
And next,
How to change your therapist.
the name
quickly.
of this player's signature
Oh.
dance move.
Right, so we're now going to guess.
All right, vote for the one you like best.
Who's reading this one out?
You are.
Is it?
Yeah, go
So,
on.
what's the name of Wally Brain's signature dance move? The Where's Wally Brain? Or the Full Gherkin?
Actually, it's the Where's Wally's brain.
My apologies.
Double apostrophes. And the full gherkin wins.
Better than the floss.
And next
Hey,
is,
the floss is a great dance.
what could an app called Squishler be for?
What could an
Now
apple
it's time to vote
squishler
for your
be for?
favorite.
Gunging or popping digital bubble wrap? I bet that's a thing already. Popping digital bubble wrap.
Yeah, that is a thing already.
And popping digital bubble wrap wins.
There you go. Hit up Big Alex and
Next.
see if you can make that app.
Something
for
a
you, TK.
teacher
already
trying
exists.
desperately to be cool would say.
Greetings, fellas kids.
Okay, everybody, pick your favorite quip.
Do you want to know the worst thing? Teachers probably end up having to download that shit anyway. So you got to keep up to date with.
And greetings, or how do you do, fellow kids?
Greetings, fellow kids. Beats the safety quip.
Wow, that's it for round 2. Time really flies, huh? Let's see your score.
Although safety quips coming in strong.
Oh my. TK Tiger still in the lead.
But last round.
Step right up to Whiplash. One last chance to redeem yourself. Each of you will be sent a prompt that requires 3 separate responses. Got all that? Good. I see we have an odd number, so
Who's got Smitty?
you'll be quipping against me, Schmitty, your host.
Good luck, Biohazard.
Yes.
Schmitty usually wins.
Smitty is harsh.
Oh, I could answer this in so many ways, but I would get so cancelled so quickly. I don't know how to answer this.
Try using words. Ooh.
I'm not happy with the answer though.
Yeah. DH and Charleston are still pondering. Got about 20 seconds.
Sometimes the Whiplash is quite easy. And you can put
Sometimes
a nice
it is quite hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, just DH now.
I think I'm going to lose overall.
Well, it
10
depends.
seconds.
Tick tock, time's almost
9,
up.
8, and he's in.
Okay, it's time.
It's
Yes,
tie.
it is.
It's tie.
It's time.
The 3 steps to a successful breakup.
So
The 3 steps to a successful breakup are watch TigerTails Radio 24/7, or be honest, not that honest, just say you're moving.
Decisions. Choose your favorite.
One lawyer up, hit the gym.
And
There is a third one.
hide everything. hide the assets. Ooh. Oh, and Schmitty wins it with 67%.
Schmitty is harsh.
Yes.
Schmitty is harsh.
The 3 hardest things about being Mario.
Oh, this could go anywhere.
Okay. The 3 hardest things about being Mario: jumping for a living, always driving on banana peels, wanting to
All
hunt
right,
Bowser
choose your
instead,
favorite.
or Peach is taller, Luigi is taller, Toad is more popular.
Wow, Luigi is more popular. People bitch when he's not in a fucking when he's not in a fucking game as opposed to Mario.
And my answer wins it.
Peach is taller, Luigi is taller, and Toad is more popular.
Yeah.
And taller.
3 signs you live next door to a mob boss.
So, 3 signs you live next door to a mob boss. Blacked out windows, rolled up rugs in the trunk, smell of pasta. Late night removals,
Time to pick the
Italian
one you
menus
like
in the
best.
mailbox, all the crime and shit.
All the crime and shit.
Yeah, I think that would be a very obvious sign you live next to a mob boss.
Italian menus in the mailbox. Hey, hello.
Trying for the Godfather.
Hey!
Blacked out windows, rolled up rocks in the trunk, and smell of pasta wins it.
A baby's 3 first words that would raise much concern.
Ooh.
So a baby's 3 first words that would raise much concern is "You're not mummy," or "Sex, drugs, and rock and roll."
Here's the
Somebody's
fun part.
been watching
Pick
the
your
old
favorite
dinosaurs
quip.
show. Not the mama!
That's it. Date everyone watching and on the show. Always good.
Oh, dinosaurs. And you're not mommy! Wins it. Not the mama!
Great job. Now let's see what that did to the final score.
Oh, probably nothing.
It's like, that's right, I'm daddy, not mummy.
Yeah.
7.
Oh, Wally Brain wins it. Gets ahead and goes.
Like 400 points, I think that was.
And top answer of the game was and
400
cancelled on
points.
Twitter.
Hey!
By about 400 points.
And back to the studio. Yeah.
Ooh.
So, what is the time?
It is 1:45.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do we have anything for done and dusted?
That is a good question. Have we done anything that we would be good with reviewing?
Well, you're the people who watch stuff endlessly on Netflix and stuff.
Well, I mean, I suppose I'd be happy to review Baking Impossible, which is something that we watched.
In that case, let me press the button.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
Hello, everyone. Come, sit next to my fire, and we'll chat.
Or he'll talk about a show on Netflix.
Now, if you're familiar with the Great British Bake Off, as you probably are, you will know that there's been a massive influx of baking shows. Especially sort of the American market's been trying to get in there as well. So you've got things like Sugar Rush and
Another Netflix.
can't remember that Bonzo show or something like that. So yes, Dessert Factory. Zumbo's Dessert
that famous
Factory. Yes.
chef.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Bonzo.
but
That
they've
was a
also
kind of yoga move, that was.
yeah. There's one that's been added to Netflix called Baking Impossible, where they've decided to go, you know what we haven't done? We haven't fused confectionery and engineering. So they called it Baconeering. Which basically would be better if it was bacon and pork meat, but that's just me. So they've created a series whereby they pair up a baker with an engineer and go, hey, you know what you've got to do? You've got to design either a structure or an item that will perform a certain task at the end of the show, and it must be made of at least mostly edible items. Now, when they say edible items, they mean something that can actually be consumed by the human body. Doesn't necessarily
When they
have
say
to taste...
edible items, it seems that all the episodes they just mean cake.
Well, there were desserts, there
Yes.
was jellies and things like that as well.
But when they say edible, it's like it doesn't necessarily have to be pleasant to eat. For example, they use an item called dead dough, and dead dough is simply a bread dough that has no yeast in it and is baked very thickly to form a very sort of dense structure. You'll normally find these in bakers' windows when they want to show off what they can make in terms of bread shapes, but they don't want it to rot in there.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much rock hard. It's not going to get damaged or anything. It's pretty much just like, concrete in theory, edible form.
Yeah, so for context, to give that bit more information that Hedges has given you, this is stuff that they're using from baking, cooking, desserts that can then be used in engineering projects for a task.
Yes.
So for the first episode, the task is build a sailing boat. The only things they get given is the PS4 controller, or at least it looked close enough to it, the rudder system, and that's it. Everything else had to be made via edibles.
Via the
or
edible things,
baking stuff.
I can believe they can use a small amount of things, such as basically things to hold the sails on. They can use sort of like a wooden sort of dowel to hold that on. But pretty much the boat itself in the first episode must be made of an edible substance. Sugar cookie, cake, dough, anything like that.
Well, they say it has to be cake based, but to float, it had to be a certain thing.
Hard stuff. And but then, of course, they had to make an edible dessert as well, and that has to remain on the structure while it performs its task. So, for example, the boat must float down this river, as a small river,
Little
they say.
obstacle course.
Yeah, little obstacle course, in 45 seconds, and there must be a cake on there which will then survive until the end, at which point they serve that to the judges. So they're judged on two merits. One is the actual construction, stability, and stress test of the item they've built, and secondly is the baking as well. So obviously that gives the engineers and the bakers individual chances to shine and judges them specifically on those merits. So neither one of them is higher up than the other. They're both given a chance to shine on this. And this is a really sort of interesting... I mean, I pretty much binged watched the whole thing. It started downstairs and I was like taking it upstairs, watching it while I'm just basically doing other things. And I found it remarkably interesting for how crazy it sounded. One of those things where you think, this really doesn't sound like it's going to work. And yet, somehow it kind of did.
Well, it's taking a format that's been quite well used on Netflix and actually doing what needs to be done with these formats, which is taking an interesting element and adding another interesting element to it. Forget the competition, forget the fact there's a prize, forget the fact that you probably just sit there and go, oh yeah, it's yet another bunch of carbon cut out contestants. It's the sheer fact that it's a case of, can you do X with baking shit? And the challenges are really quite interesting. I won't spoil them, aside from the first one, which is the sailboat. But there are some very interesting ones that are done. And seeing the crazy shit that they do and the reasons why they do it, because they have one baker and one engineer that's working. And potentially they may have stuff that overlaps, so that in terms of knowledge, not always. But you literally have situations where the engineer who has no fucking clue of baking is going, okay, what material can we use for X? And then there's the baker who has no clue of engineering, has to go, okay, well, we can do this. It's like for the boat one, chocolate was a predominantly used material to some interesting effects. And there was quite a few interesting boat designs that was also used.
Oh, yes, yes.
But it was they all had to be sailboats, so there had to be a sail of some description, which led to the interesting designs where it's like I'm sat there watching it going, I'm so glad you people know how boats work. It's like, how the fuck? We'll put two sails, it will go faster. No, it won't. The wind hits the first one, and that's it.
Well, if there's any spare wind, the other one can sort of, catch it.
Right, you do understand with physics and boats, the reason why they have them angled is so that the wind can hit both of them and push the boat forward because it's all angles.
Yes.
They put it big sail at the back, little bit smaller sail at the front, so it's just So glad they had an engineer on that team. I'm so glad.
But yes, that was pretty interesting, and they do it in the sort of American sort of style where everything's sort of massively crazy and everything, and they get massive giant electronic whiteboards to draw on, and they get this kind of thing, and whoever wins the previous challenge gets an advantage whereby they either get given something that will help them out, or they can have sort of a deficit on the stress test. So
some of those advantages were bullshit.
Yes, like I mean, one of the advantages pretty much guaranteed that one of the teams was basically gonna win, if you will, without sort of giving too much away on that one.
Yeah, some of these advantages were utter bullshit.
Yes, and some of them were kind of like, that's an advantage, is it? Are you sure? So yeah.
Oh, peeking behind the curtain.
Oh yeah, I suppose
thing. That was probably what I thought would be happening each time, but no.
No, it was different. Yeah.
But it wasn't that bad. It was entertaining to watch. It's something you could stick on in the background, and it's something that you could like move to main screen when interesting shit, because it's like, this is engineers doing stuff, and it's weird to watch them go, oh yeah, we're actually gonna talk about engineering in terms of cake. I
think my favourite episode of this one is when they had to create incredible machines, which is, if you're familiar with a cartoonist called Rube Goldberg, you're aware of what's called the Rube Goldberg machine, which is a crazy invention that just does very little with tons and tons of different additions to the machine, loads and loads of silly things. So they get to create one of those using edible products and engineering, and it was quite funny.
Yeah, but we'll stop spoiling the episodes now. So would you recommend it?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Cool. If you're into those kind of like baking shows, then it's definitely something. I mean, it is the heavily Americanized game show, so it's if you're not a fan of that style of show, you won't like this, no matter how much you're into baking or engineering. You just won't like that. But if you can get past that American crazy sort of loud yelling and insane kind of presenters with all these kind of whatchamacallits going on, then you'll probably enjoy this kind of thing. So yeah.
So for TK's notes, baking impossible.
Yes.
Because he normally asks at this point.
It's on Netflix. There's only one season at the moment. I think there's about 8 episodes. No, it's about
8 episodes. 8 episodes. It came in October. So you should still have plenty of opportunity to see it. Maybe there'll be a second season, but good fun.
We don't know as yet. But yeah, it's definitely something that's added something to the formula to make it a little bit more interesting. Because there's so many out there. To make something a bit different but still make it entertaining is quite tough in this modern era of basically on-demand entertainment. So I certainly would recommend this for someone that's into the cooking, but also really wants to get a fix of something that's close to Robot Wars. Robots made out of cake. Squish. Oh.
that would be interesting. So yeah, that's it for Done and Dusted.
Yeah.
And that's it for episode 50.
Only 6 minutes early.
Yeah. Well, we've been late before. I'm sure we can fill time. We normally do.
Hedge talks about yet another cooking show on Netflix, because that's all Netflix is now. It's just crap movies and cooking shows.
It depends on the season, because it's like when Squid Game came in, it was like, okay, everyone's for Squid Game. But then it's like a lot of the Netflix stuff, there's something that will be grabbing people's attention. And depending on whether or not they stream it weekly or put the whole thing on, you'll have everyone going, oh, fucking put it on weekly, goddamn it. It just annoys the fuck out of me when they do that. But outside of that, it's like the licensing means you'll get some weird old films on there, and some occasionally decent new films. But the TV series, especially their own content, depends on what you're interested in. I mean, if they manage to get hold of like Blue Planet or shit from the BBC, I think they might have that on there. That would be quite cool. Just stick that on the background and just animals eating animals.
Vor, the TV show, a Netflix exclusive.
But yeah, so
what would you want to see on Netflix?
What do you want to see on Netflix?
If you had the power to have Netflix make any show in the entire known universe,
Ooh.
no matter if it broke any laws or anything like that, you had complete freedom. What would you want to see on Netflix?
God, that's a big ask, because you're like, you can have anything.
Yeah, literally anything. We'll put that in channel as well. If Netflix could make absolutely anything, and I do mean literally anything. You know.
Oh, I think I know what I'd have.
Yeah?
I would have all the massive cartoonists from YouTube put into a big studio, and they get given sort of random prompts that are generated via a sort of a random word generator, and they have to draw those. They have to draw whatever comes out, and they then given a second prompt, but they then have to swap screens with the person to the right of them and then create a scene using those two characters. So they have to rely on somebody else's drawing, but they've got their new style that they've got to function with to create a scene using those two characters. They are then judged by a panel of professional artists who have varying degrees of art knowledge and art experience as to who has created the better scene using those two characters. And those would all be done by a sort of giant sort of tablets that they could draw on.
So you're thinking far too nice. I'm thinking less nice.
Well, because that is something I would watch.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, if you're thinking less nice, then just go any Japanese gaming show.
Well, kind of. Mine's kind of... Remember Cube?
Yes.
The film?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, imagine something like Cube, except you have a group of footballers from a team, and then a group of supporters from the opposing team, and they have to work together to escape the cube or other such trap devices.
You do realise that football supporters wouldn't be able to get out of an unlocked room.
I'm anticipating this, and hence why we've got the footballers in there as well, because they wouldn't be able to either.
I'll just have Crystal
and it would make
Maze
some
back.
great viewing.
I'll just have Crystal Maze back with a budget. You know,
there's
just
no
do
death
that.
in Crystal Maze. Need to add a bit of excitement to it, you know, a bit of
No,
possibility
it's fine.
of loss
It's
of life or
fucking
limb.
Crystal Maze. It's like Christ. It's like, hey, it's Crystal Maze and Richard O'Brien. All right, we're in.
He's far too old. You'd have to kind of get him in a wheelchair with his oxygen.
Let's have him as the overseer.
It would be like Mufasa coming up. James L. Jones redoing Mufasa in the new Lion King.
Oh God.
Well, actually, if they've got enough money, they could literally create a holographic Patrick Moore to do it.
No,
Well,
don't.
the Games Master.
Welcome to the Crystal Maze.
They've got a new. They had a new Games Master on Channel 4, but I do not.
He
want
wasn't
that.
bad actually. The new Games Master.
Yeah, it was.
Who was it?
The black newsreader off of Channel 4.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Trevor McDonald?
Yes.
Really?
And he was really good.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst of shows.
It's on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Because it went onto YouTube as well as on Channel 4.
Yeah, I can't see them bringing it back, but it wasn't the worst of shows.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Oh dear. So that's it for episode 50. We will be back on Monday at 8:30 for more TigerTails Radio as we wind down season 13. On Wednesday this week, I will be doing Stream and Chill with Monster Hunter Rise at around about 8 o'clock. And then on Friday, it will be Games That Kick My Ass.
Yes.
Only this one will be the weird ass fucking world of Bug Snack.
Bug Snacks.
Which TK might play a bit of.
Might do.
This is very fucking surreal. So yeah, so we've got that for Friday. We do also have a podcast. You can find us at Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle.
Well, do you want me to play the jingle for it?
Yes, please, because my brain went.
Okay, I'll play the jingle.
Did you know we have a podcast now? Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle. Give it a listen. Give it a listen at greymuzzlepodcast.co.uk.
Yeah, so Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle. This episode is a bit of a chaotic one as we're looking back over the last year of doing a podcast and the chaos that we've gone through. The most recent one will be recorded soon, and I'm actually surprised on how many topics I could pull out of that batshit suggestion head you came with.
Yeah.
It's really quite interesting because it's like, wow, I can actually get some serious topics out of this. TK sat there going, how? And I'm going, oh, you'll see.
I still haven't seen.
So yeah, so that's that. Outside of that, you can find our other content on TigerTailsRadio.co.uk, TigerTailsGaming.co.uk, and TigerTails.co.uk. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter, and of course we are on YouTube. If you've enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, or maybe subscribe to keep up with more. And anything else we do, keep an eye on the channels. Although Sonic the Adventure 2 has finished, so you'll have to wait and see if we do anything further.
Mrs. Xavier needs to record a new series.
I have one that I've started. I just need time to actually sit down and record it more, because sitting down and playing a game for a long form is difficult, because you actually have to go, right, I need to dedicate at least 6 to 8 hours to record. And considering the last time I tried, well, actually the Sonic Adventure 2 one, I sat down to record, and then it was a case of ding dong. Fucking dark. That's ignoring the, I've managed to do some nice recording. Oh wait, none of the voice got recorded. Oh, that's another recording. Oh wait, none of the sound got recorded. That was an interesting start to that video series.
This is why I always mix on the fly. That way you're guaranteed if you've got one audio, you've got both. It doesn't mean you can't make adjustments, but you get it right in the recording phase so you don't have to fix it in post.
Yeah, I need it recorded separately. So yes, on that note though, we need to finish. So it's a round of good nights.
So it is a good night from Mr. Xavier.
Good night from me.
And it's a good night from the Hedgie.
Good night, everybody.
And it's a good night from myself, TK. Thank you very much for watching or listening to this episode of Tiger Tales Radio. We shall return next week with more fun, frolics, jackbox, and other things like that. But until then, it's night-night, everybody. Night.